guys, it's Annika, and today I'm going to be doing my 4th installment of my Conspiracy Theory Thursday series. This video is going to be about Amelia Earhart, so if you are interested, then just keep watching. So this video is going to be about someone that we've known for a very long time and has been in the eye of history forever. I think that it is one of the strangest cases out there of a missing person. Her name was Amelia Earhart, and she was the first lady to fly over the Pacific Ocean. Isn't that right? But on her mission, just in the middle of it, she was gone, she was missing, she was off the radar, and no one can find the plane or her. Everybody just assumed that she crashed into the ocean and was in oblivion, but I don't really think that that's the case. So whenever she went off on her mission, it was 1937, it was World War II, and it was whenever President Roosevelt was president. The first conspiracy theory is, I guess, the most practical one, and it is the most widely accepted conspiracy theory, just because it is so basic and there isn't really anything that can really defy against it. So she just crashed, and that her plane went into the water and so did her, and they were missing, and that's why they can't find her on the radar or anything like that, which makes sense, but I just don't believe it. There is so much evidence to prove other conspiracy theories to be real otherwise that I just don't believe this one. I feel like it's too common, and I feel like everybody just chooses this conspiracy theory over everything and just shuts the rest down, which I don't think is okay. I feel like we should be widely woke and open to the other conspiracy theories, so I'm just gonna hop into them. This next theory I find to be very interesting. This theory explains that Amelia Earhart's disappearance is credited to the Japanese government. At the time Roosevelt was president, everybody thinks that he sent Amelia Earhart to go spy on the Japanese, and things just went really wrong. States that Earhart and Noonan, I don't even know how to say that name, but that they got captured by the Japanese and were taken to Japan from Marshall Island. But the theory states that Noonan had died by execution and Amelia Earhart had died by dysentery. Nobody knows for sure that's how they died. That's just kind of like the most educated guess. In a picture that could possibly be Amelia Earhart that goes along with this theory. I think that it looks pretty legit. I think that it does look like her personally. But the picture shows what it looks like is that Amelia Earhart and Noonan are on Japanese grounds, and that the remains of their airplane is being towed. But also back at this theory, it was rumored, we don't know if it's true or not, but everybody was saying that Roosevelt knew about her whole entire disappearance, where she was and everything, but that's just a rumor. This next theory I really don't believe to be true, but I thought that I was going to put it in here because it's kind of creepy and it's kind of interesting. This theory doesn't really explain why or anything like that, but it states that Amelia Earhart was under a new identity. In the year 1970, Joe Class came out with a book called Amelia Earhart Lives, talking about how Amelia Earhart got a new identity and everything. If you're interested in it, you could probably get the book and you could probably learn more about it, and you might even believe the theory after that, I don't know. But it speculates that Amelia Earhart took on the persona, or whatever, I don't know what you call it, but basically that she became a woman named Irene. But the book was pulled by Irene Bolam herself, and there was a whole entire case on it. I think that it went to trial and everything like that. But I just think that that's really interesting, and if you can tell by the picture, they have a lot of similarities, and I just think that it's kind of a coincidence. I don't really think that she took on another persona, because I really don't even see the point in it. But that one just kind of gave me chills, so I just thought that I would add it to this video. This one does not have any evidence, but I just thought that I would mention it. Basically, this was that she would fake her death so that she could elope with Noonan, because everybody said that she was so in love with him and just wanted a fresh start and away from fame. So it basically says that she faked her own death so that she could be with him. I think that that's kind of romantic if that is the truth, but I don't really think that it's the truth, because there was no evidence whatsoever of it at all, and there really hasn't been any pictures of her or anything, so I just don't think that it's practical. But honestly, I think that that's pretty smart, and if she did, then you go girl. I believe that the next theory, kind of personally, but I guess that you wouldn't really take it from me, because I do believe that the Bermuda Triangle is very real and it plays a huge role in disappearances. I don't think that it's just a coincidence or anything like that, so I might be biased to this. And I've never heard of this, so I think that it's kind of interesting, but there is a thing called the Dragon's Triangle. It's basically the same thing as the Bermuda Triangle, just in a different area, and there has been thousands and thousands of cases going through the Dragon's Triangle. Over 1,500 ships and aircrafts have disappeared going through this Triangle, and basically the theory is that she went through the Dragon's Triangle because it was in the middle of World War II, and that's just kind of where you went. And yeah, so everybody thinks that she disappeared that way. I think that it makes sense, but I don't know. The rest of these theories are just completely ridiculous. There is some where she was captured by aliens. There is some where she went through a time travel continuum kind of thing going on, and she didn't really get back, and she's stuck in another time. I don't know, I just didn't want to go into those because there was no evidence in them. Also, I would just like to add, and this is what Anna told me, she said that whenever she watched the documentary that many people were questioned, and they said that they saw Amelia Earhart, they described her perfectly, and they asked if they've ever heard of Amelia Earhart, and they said no. And I believe that they actually did see her, because I just feel like if you didn't know that person truly, or even if you did know Amelia Earhart, I just feel like there's no point behind it in saying that she was alive and that you saw her when you didn't. I don't know, there's just really nothing that you can get out of it. You don't get any prize money or anything. I just don't understand. And it wasn't just like it was one person who saw her, it was many people who saw her, and they didn't even know who she was. So I just feel like they actually did see her. I don't think that she crashed. I just think that something happened, whether it was the Japanese killed her or something. I just know that she didn't crash because there's so much evidence, and there's even pictures. I'm not really locked on one theory for sure of what happened to her. I just think there's just so much evidence, and that she is not laying in the bottom of the ocean. That's all I gotta say. Hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you want to see any other conspiracy theories that I have not touched on yet. I think the next I might do like 9/11 or something like that. If you like the historical ones, give this a thumbs up. Or if you want some more movie and TV show or Mandela type of theories, then comment down below as well. I do take requests, so if you want me to do something, then I will definitely do a video on it.
Did the wrong outro. I'm so ashamed. So revealing the world secret one video at a time. I'll see you in the next one, and bye.